If your Windows 10 or 11 PIN isn't available, or Windows Hello has stopped working, you can repair sign-in and regain access without reinstalling Windows. You'll start with the least invasive checks, then verify drivers and repair the Windows components behind sign-in. If the problem keeps you locked out, you'll also locate the recovery choices that can reverse startup, restore point, or recent update problems. Your Windows Hello PIN is not a shorter version of your account password. It unlocks cryptographic credentials tied to this specific device, and those credentials are often protected by the Trusted Platform Module, or TPM. That separation is why a damaged PIN store or a TPM-related change can break Hello while your password remains valid. When available, Password Sign-In gives you a practical route back to the desktop, so you can provision a new PIN without changing your Microsoft account password. Face and fingerprint sign-in add a biometric check to the same device-bound Windows Hello credential system. For either method to appear and work, Windows needs supported camera or fingerprint hardware, a functioning device driver, and a valid enrollment. Removing and re-enrolling the method creates a new biometric template and associates it with your current Hello credentials. If Windows cannot detect the sensor, the driver or hardware layer needs attention before changing the enrollment can help. SFC and DISM repair different parts of Windows, so they are complementary rather than interchangeable. System File Checker scans protected system files and replaces damaged copies when it can. DISM repairs the Windows Component Store, which Windows uses as a source for system file repair. If and update damaged sign-in components or their interface. Running both from an elevated command prompt can restore the underlying Windows files without reinstalling the operating system. On Microsoft Entra joined or hybrid joined devices, Windows Hello for Business can use device-bound public key credentials for Microsoft Entra ID and Active Directory resources. Depending on the organization's design, authentication can involve Cloud AP, a primary refresh token, Kerberos, Cloud Kerberos Trust, Key Trust, or Certificate Trust. That means a grayed out remove or setup control may be intentional policy rather than local damage. Policy or synchronization failures on these managed PCs can require administrator intervention instead of a local PIN reset. Start here because PIN problems are often isolated from your account password and can be corrected without reinstalling Windows. In Settings, click Accounts, choose Sign-In Options, and expand PIN Windows Hello to reveal the available controls. This is where Windows can reset or recreate device-bound PIN credentials. If the controls are missing or grayed out on a work or school PC, organizational policy may be managing them. Windows Hello Face and Fingerprint Sign-In require working camera or biometric device drivers. Open the Run dialog, type dev.mgmt.msc, and press Enter to launch Device Manager. You can use it to inspect whether Windows detects the hardware needed for biometric sign-in. If no camera or biometric device appears, check for a vendor driver, rather than assuming the PIN itself is at fault. Driver updates can restore a Windows Hello camera or fingerprint sensor that is missing or malfunctioning. Settings opens directly to Windows Update, and you click Check for Updates to search for available Windows and driver fixes. Allow any applicable updates to finish before testing sign-in again. If Windows Update does not provide the needed driver, use the laptop or device manufacturer's driver instead of relying only on a generic one. The next repairs modify protected Windows components, so they require administrator rights. Open Start, type CMD, right-click Command Prompt, and choose Run as Administrator. The shield icon identifies an action that will request elevated access. If Run as Administrator is unavailable, sign in with an administrator account or use another admin account on the PC. User Account Control now asks whether Command Prompt may make administrator-level changes. Confirm that Command Prompt is the requested app, then click Yes to continue with elevated rights. This approval is necessary for the system repair commands that follow. If you cannot approve the prompt, You need administrator credentials before these repairs can run. System File Checker can repair protected Windows files that may be breaking the sign-in interface or hello components. In the elevated command prompt, run SFC/scan now and wait for the scan to complete. Keep the window open so the process is not interrupted. If SFC cannot repair everything, continue to the DISM component store repair before restarting and testing again. DISM repairs the Windows component store that supplies files used for Windows repairs. In the administrator command prompt, run DISM/online/cleanup image, restore health, and let it finish, which can take several minutes. Do not close the window simply because the progress appears to pause. If it does not complete, confirm that the PC has internet access, because DISM may download repair content. Recovery options matter when sign-in trouble began after an update or prevents normal access to Windows. Settings opens directly to the recovery page, so you can review the advanced recovery choices available on this PC. From Windows Recovery Environment, Startup Repair, System Restore, and Uninstall updates address different failure scenarios. If you are completely locked out, hold Shift while choosing Power and Restart from the sign-in screen to enter WinRE. Restart your PC after completing the repairs. Then test your PIN, password, and any enrolled Windows Hello methods. For questions, updates, or help with your specific setup, join the discussion thread on windowsforum.com.